Hi everybody, and welcome to Seeking the Sacred Earth. This is a video about the power of the symbol of the rose, the power of the rose in general. So the rose has been a symbol, an archetypal image for humans, really, I guess, from the beginning of time. We see it as representing purity and beauty and the perfect manifestation of Creator's work. What is really powerful about the rose is that because it is woven into our subconscious in this way, it can be used as a symbol of protection, psychically, energetically, emotionally. So what I was taught how to use the symbol of the rose, and I try to keep fresh roses in my home all the time to remind my subconscious and conscious that things, although they may seem chaotic, are in perfect order, that purity is always able to be accessed on some level, that beauty is the constant. So to use this in an energetic, this symbol in an energetic and psychic way, I guess we sort of have to talk about the idea of needing protection or wanting transmutation of negative situations. So the way that I was taught to use the rose was, first of all, to imagine it within my heart. So you want to take the image and put it inside of you. And what it's going to be doing subconsciously, psychically, it's working on all levels. This is, of course, also working on our limbic system to calm it when we use this symbol that we all relate to. I imagine it in the center of my body, and I just imagine it regenerating constantly. So I imagine a rose, and I generally work with the pink rose, and I just imagine it, the idea and the way that it's called is blowing roses. So you just imagine the rose just creating itself over and over and over again within your system until you feel a sense of calm, peace. Usually it's like a sort of a click, like an energetic into park gear. And the next thing that you want to do is in your mind's eye, right? This is all in the mind's eye, to then imagine a rose below you, above you, to the right, to the left, in front of you, and behind you. And this signals to the subconscious that this idea of protection, purity, beauty is now surrounding you on all levels energetically, on all levels spiritually, on all levels psychically, and in some ways this is affecting you physically because it's working with the limbic system. So it is going to be a physical sensation that you can feel. I've noticed the cleaner my body got, the more sensitive I was to what we can't see, energy. The more sensitive I was to other people's energy, the more sensitive I was to probably the EMFs and all the, the technology waves that are all around us that we cannot see. So this particular method, this technique to work with claiming the energy around you, claiming your energy, and claiming the energy around you that you are sovereign, you are king or queen of your field, I think is very important right now, especially as, a lot of us are being triggered or, working through difficult circumstances in your life or fears or worries. The rose is a wonderful symbol to work with to begin to transmute those energies back into peace and serenity. So another way that you can use this, say you're working on your computer and things are getting hard for you. Either the work situation is hard or you're blocked. You can literally imagine, you can, in your mind's eye, blow the rose within your computer space or your phone. If you're, say, emailing or texting or on the phone, and even with social media, you're having issues with people on social media, imagine in your mind's eye that a rose is literally, you're doing that regenerative rose visualization within your phone, around your phone, in the computer, around the computer. You can use this image on anything. This is a universal image of peace and of serenity. So if you're in a situation where you want protection of your home, you can imagine that rose, and you can use any color rose. I just like using pink. You can imagine that rose below the house, above it, or the apartment space, whatever your living space is, to the right, to the left, in front of it, and behind it. You just surround your living space with that rose energy. If you have conflict with someone and you have to engage with them, a good way to protect yourself and to protect them from your energies, because no one's perfect, is to place that rose between the two of you. And again, imagine it doing that regenerative motion of constantly reblooming itself. And that is a great experiment. I find it highly effective, but the only way these things really work is if you use them and you find them effective. So as you work with this image, really take some mental notes or actual notes. See if this does work for you. And if it does, pass it along. Because I think that this is not a new technique. I think that this is ancient knowledge that we're remembering. Tools that we can use now to not just survive this time, but thrive and ace it and enjoy it. So another thing to do is before you go to bed, imagine that rose around your body again, above, below, to the right, to the left, in front and behind. You can imagine these roses around your children, your pets, your car while you're driving. If you are in a situation and you're with a stranger and weird things are happening with people you don't know, in your mind's eye, put that rose between you. You can put this rose between you and anything that you feel unsafe with or conflictual with. So I hope this helps. Here are my pink roses today I just got at the farmer's market. And you can see it's just the perfect symbol of flow, of life opening. And I don't think there's much that this symbol can't transmute for us. So this is blowing roses, or using the symbol of the rose to protect and transmute the energies within and around us. Because it's our job. We are sovereign of our space. We are sovereign of our behavior. And we can start changing the space around us so that it works for us and helps us to connect deeper with the people in our lives and strangers, and helps us connect to Great Spirit. So how grateful are we for roses today? I know I am. And I hope this technique brings peace and serenity and a sense of deep calm and safety to your life. Namaste.